the Normal Nerds podcast. We're two very normal dudes who talk about very nerdy stuff and whatever else we feel like talking about. I'm your host, Maxwell Cerisio.
And I'm your host, who's a little scared that a show can read my mind, Davis Bates.
This episode is our weekly anime review. So sit back, relax, and welcome to the Normal Nerds podcast. All right, Davis. Another weekly anime review, where we review anime weekly. If you didn't know, that's what the episode is about.
Yes. Whole thing, yes.
Two anime that we're reviewing, which looks like I don't know how far Sheild Hero is going, but Spy X Family, I think only has one episode left, so this is very sad. But let's start out with Spy X Family, because it was a great episode.
Oh my god, another phenomenal episode. It was an episode that a lot going on in the episode. But, the biggest part is that Anya saved a kid.
Yeah, saved a kid's life.
Mostly, need a little help from Twilight. Almost died herself, but, hey, she did it. She got her star. She got a star. Stella.
Oh, real funny, though, is one thing is, that scene where the kid's, drowning, and it's dark. And first of all, the camera work of her running into the pool, crazy good.
Insane.
They blew out the anime budget on that one. But the kid's going, he's getting getting to the bottom of the pool. It's all dark and awful, and Anya's swimming. But the water was shallow enough that Twilight could stay in it.
I know. It wasn't deep at all. No. They're just short.
I know. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I didn't even catch that. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
It was, of course, it was a great scene, and I really liked the fact that now it's Anya's been my powers, I can't tell anyone about them and all this stuff. And it's now she's proud of them because they helped her save a kid for the first time. And it was very, very wholesome, very good. Good job, Spy X Family. You guys are nailing it.
Thank God she did it.
Yeah.
Because she can't do anything else, apparently.
She can't do anything else at all. She can't even read minds right. She was trying to read fucking minds and cheat at the beginning of the episode, and she fucked that up with all of her test scores. What the hell? What was that, kid?
She's a boob.
Oh, she's such a boob. And I like this episode too, just because a lot of it shows Twilight and Anya actually acting like real father and daughter sort of thing. We have an episode where she's trying to hide from the fact that she got bad grades, and Twilight's there you're gonna study.
Yeah,
it's 5 a.m. TV off.
That was really funny.
I thought that was great. That was very,
awesome.
very good.
Her face of despair as he's it's getting close to 5, and her test scores are terrible.
Terrible. S across the board. I don't know how she doesn't have demerits by this point. S across the board.
I love how yours well, she did better at math. And I was
that still said F on that, but okay.
Unless we live in a different world. Pretty sure F's bad.
Yeah. Pretty bad. But what did crack me up in this episode was that the fucking Damien's goons, when everyone's she probably cheated. And Damien's Damien then steps in. It's didn't we go to a school where they would let her cheat?
Yeah.
Because that makes sense. But, and the goons are just there he's so manly sometimes. Good for Damien.
No one's gosh, he's so cool.
He's so cool. I
want
to have his babies.
They really do.
They really do.
One of the highlights of the episode to me was all of Anya's little weird future images in her head. She's well, then Damien will invite me over when he sees a cell star and be and bring your dad too. And he's Anya, we did it. World peace.
But everyone was when the door opened. It was Damien's dad, and Twilight was there, and it's he goes, "Hello, let's stop this war. World peace."
Yeah. So
what the fuck?
Anya's little brain is
mind of a child. Mind of a child. And it's the dog images that she was going through. those were phenomenal.
Oh yeah. Yours also thinking yours dogs can be dangerous, and the first one's attacking Anya, and you're okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And the second one's got a knife.
Yeah, this was Anya goes, I want a small dog, and then she's small dog could get a knife in its mouth and still slash you to pieces. What the fuck? What the fuck, you?
I like how they slid that little horrible dog thing in.
Yeah, that hurt me. That hurt me a lot. So it looks that's a government facility or something like that. I'm guessing it's probably the same thing that happened to Anya, just for dogs now. Because the one seemed to be able to read minds or something like that. The one that's
see the future or something.
Maybe. The one that's clearly going to be the main dog. That looks super nice and sad and old, and I hate it. I hate that this made me feel so bad. I thought that was cool. I think that'll be a cool little twist. I don't know how a dog that can read minds or see the future is going to be relevant, but it's a dog. Also talks.
Somehow, I could see it being like, see a situation's gonna happen and it like saves them.
Oh, maybe.
ahead.
Maybe Anya can read its mind. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe it's hyper intelligent. Who knows?
It's probably. I think it's gonna like maybe see something that's gonna happen. Like say like Anya almost gets hit by a car and it'll push Anya out of the way. Or
Okay,
something.
that'd be cool.
And then Lloyd's just gonna be like, "Oh, thank God this dog's always in the right situation because
yeah.
he just doesn't notice anything."
Lloyd's an idiot. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's such a moron.
You're athletic.
I know. I know. It's just so weird. But I think it's going to be a very cool thing when they add it in. And I really wanted this episode, but they didn't do it.
Yeah, I know. Next episode looks fun.
Yeah, next episode looks really, really fun. What I did like in this episode a lot, though, too, was that when Lloyd went to go meet his handler there, she was dressed like, she looked like a regular person, just blonde now, and like a regular disguise. He's got this entire old man latex face and get up going on.
He's a master of disguise.
Man, Jesus, yeah, he's really earning that one. So yeah, the next episode looks pretty good. It looks like there's gonna be a lot of. Looks like we saw Yor doing some action there for a hot second. So I'm down.
I'm always down for that.
That's always cool. So I'm pumped for it, and this was a very good episode too. It was funny. We were laughing the entire time.
Oh yeah, always laughing
always
at the
good.
show.
Always good.
From it started with the test scores to Anya trying to do jump rope and violin and everything, and just Anya's faces alone. And when she's like, and then I'll get hundreds because I'll read everyone's minds perfectly, and then her face is just like,
Yeah,
I don't know who they have animating her faces, but you're killing it.
Yep, they're nailing it. Fucking nailing it. Call me Starlight Anya.
Yeah, Starlight Anya. I love how her friend's like, ugh.
Okay, I'll do it.
I mean, because there's that scene where she's like, come on, Anya, let's go.
It just won't do anything. Yeah, she won't respond.
Come on, Starlight Anya.
So good. But anyways,
so good.
Yeah. Want to move on to Sheild Hero now?
Yes, we should.
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it.
Another good episode.
Another good episode, actually. This show, I'm not gonna lie, scares me a little. I think it can read our minds. I literally think it can.
It happened like literally instantly.
Like 3 times actually, I think. Yeah. So what we're talking about is that we'll consistently shit on the show and say it's doing dumb stuff while the show's going on, and then like for some reason the last 2 episodes, every time we've done it, they brought up like a reasoning why they do this that makes sense or something like that, or like they bring up what we're just talking about right now. It's like, can they hear us?
Like
it's
literally,
it's a wait. Like it's like the show
seconds.
it's like the show was waiting for us to say something and then just to prove us wrong.
I think it was what was it? I don't know if it was last episode or the episode before. You're like, a boat. And you're like, that thing's dumb. This is stupid. And then it also got big. You're like, I mean, okay.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
And then we turned to a rabbit. We were like, oh, dumb. And they're like, well, this is the animal. And we're like, oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it makes total sense. Makes total sense. Yeah.
So in this episode, what was the first one?
I don't remember now.
What was it? I know the one where I was like, they were like, there's like the sword that the sword's gonna blow up. That the useless character who we'll get into. Why she's useless shows up. I didn't know it was gonna blow up. I thought it was like they stopped it when they got the monster thing out of it. So I'm like, just let it hit the ground.
Yeah,
and then instantly like it blew up, and I was like,
oh, never mind. What
was the other?
There were a few other ones, but
it was like a one that I like instantly like I remember being like oh jeez, like I'll think about it.
I don't remember, but like that's what we're talking about though. That general kind of stuff. Like it's always there just to prove us that we're saying. Like, every time we say something, they're just like prove you wrong.
Yeah, prove you wrong.
But yeah, so on to the actual show. It was a good episode. I thought half of it was kind of slow, but the ending was fire. But
it started out pretty cool.
Oh crap! I forgot how it started. How did it start?
The guy fell apart.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What a badass technique.
Yeah, that was cool.
Like, does that go away ever, or is it just like a permanent slash?
It looks like they could heal because they're like, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move. And I like how he moves. And I like how Keel's like, they told you not to move, idiot.
Yeah, it just gets ripped in half, like gruesomely ripped in half. I was like, holy shit. Cool.
I love how Kyo shits on everybody.
Every single person, every time. It's great. It's fucking amazing. I love it. I love Kyo. Oh, so cool.
Great villain.
So cool. But he sends his I don't know, best friend after after the Sheild Hero and his gang,
the squad,
and she comes in all like on the Kyo train, like hype with her fucking bomb sword, and gets her ass whooped. Understandably, she attacks a group of all weapon users.
I did like how she was like, oh, you're outnumbering me, and then the hunter hero was like, she's like, but wait, didn't you attack us?
Yes, yes, you attacked us. and they whipped her ass. They whipped her ass hard. That sword turned on her. It was a whole thing. There's some like things about it I want to talk. Like Glass isn't as strong as she should be. You know, she's not strong. She should have Glass should have been just like, I don't know, so much more powerful. And I don't like once again, I don't like what they're doing with Glass. I liked Glass because she was like, she's super strong. She's super badass.
In case you guys haven't heard every single episode of the Sheild Hero we reviewed, Davis doesn't like what they're doing with Glass.
Yeah, I don't know. I hate it. I liked Glass a lot.
I know.
They're ruining her.
You need to get over it.
No, I'm not.
No,
I'm not getting over it.
I'm just kidding. I get what you're saying. Yeah,
me get over things.
It is ridiculous that we talked about it, but like, it is ridiculous that she went toe to toe with Nafumi, and now she's like
on a team with these she should have fucking bodied this girl. Like, no problem. Like, if she is
they just never made her that strong to begin with,
I
or they should just made her a corner hero.
That too. That'd been fine as well. Yes, she should just body this girl, but no, she attacks in a team with the rest of them and all this stuff, and her attacks aren't that powerful, and really I don't want her to be fucking friends with these people. God damn it.
They're definitely friends.
They're definitely friends now because the Hunter Hero, the one who came in, and it's like, you're all fucking morons. Why the hell are you trying to kill? How does it make sense to go kill the Cardinal Heroes in the other world to stop the waves in our world? Like, that makes no goddamn sense. So good on her for doing that, but yeah, I hate it. I want a Glass to be evil so bad, and she's not. And it sucks, and she's weak.
Yeah, I don't know. It definitely seems like, I don't know. Sometimes it really seems like the first season didn't exist.
Yeah, it's like there's no connection.
Yeah,
at all. It even feels different, like animated wise. Like,
it just
the
really
fights aren't the same.
It just feels like the first season, like whatever. It feels like the first season was like utterly unimportant. I guess.
I guess so.
Like everything that happened or anything like that, like it just doesn't seem important.
Because I've scrapped most of it in this fucking world. It's gone. Like, it's like, oh, we're down with the other world. We're going here now. Mm-hmm. So that's just like, that annoys me. I'm just annoyed. I'm annoyed across the board with that. But whatever. Because something. This happened immediately, so I'll talk about it. I want to get to the ending so bad, but we'll talk about it later. No, to your point that you actually want to talk about the turnaround they do on the girl.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, it was bad.
She's like all about Kyo, and that's like a huge thing when she gets introduced immediately, and then all of a sudden like talking to the Hunter Hero. I think it's Kazuna. I think her name is the Hunter Hero for like 2 seconds. She's like, "Well, now we need to stop him," and I'm like, "What is this?"
Yeah. After giving this whole backstory about how like pretty much she dedicated her entire life to Kyo.
Yeah.
And it was like, yourself is like one of his his best friend.
Yeah.
Ooh. And
bodyguard.
And bodyguard and blah 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 blah.
And like,
bad bodyguard, by the way.
You have terrible bodyguard. Yeah. You made the point, and it's such a good point, is that the whole point of her character is technically to find out where Kyo is.
Yes.
But then at the end they just get taken there.
Yeah. They just get dragged there. They get literally dragged right to his lab.
Yeah. Her character's useless.
Yeah, and doesn't even like leave her behind to help Nafumi find where it is. It takes her there with them because she like must join the party or some shit like that.
Oh, remember she did like the dragon?
Yeah. And I'm just like, what was the point of you? There's no reason for you to exist. Mm-hmm. Like I hate how fast the turnaround was. Like it was like almost instantly. It's like, but the way they had hate in their eyes when they said Kyo's name, he must have done bad things. He must atone. It's like. What?
I know.
What? It makes no fucking sense.
I don't know. It's like he must have done bad things. Like, of course, you've been with him the entire time. Like,
yeah.
Did you not ask him where he was?
Yeah.
And what he was doing?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Kyo has no qualm saying what he's doing.
No, I'm pretty sure he's down to say like, yeah, I was mass murdering people. Yeah. Fun stuff. And like 30 seconds earlier, she was like she was all in the devotion train. And I'm not talking. I don't mean that like figuratively. I mean literally 30 seconds earlier. She was like, Kyo could do no wrong. He is gonna stop the waves and all this stuff. And it's like. Never mind. I'm gonna fight Kyo now.
Mm-hmm. It makes no sense. One thing I will say that I really love is that Nafumi has never changed.
No,
I love how he stays the same.
Yes,
I love when she's like, we can talk to him, and he's like, no,
we're fucking bodying this guy.
He's killed.
He's going down.
Oh, that was one of the you're like this guy's killed so many people. And then next line, Nafumi he's like he killed so many people. I was like, it knows.
It knows.
It really knows. It knows.
Oh. But then something super cool happens.
Yes, go ahead.
I just thought that was so cool when they're looking at the timer for the waves and it starts to accelerate because Kyo has found a way to create a wave or something like that. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yes, this is so cool.
That is really cool.
That's such a good idea. I think it just took his villainness to a next level that I really like. This is like the tortoise was a dumb plan.
Oh,
but
so dumb.
the waves are a great plan for being a villain. This is awesome.
Oh, yeah,
this is his plan. This is the choice plan right now.
Yeah, a world battle every time, and you can make it happen.
You can summon him whenever he wants, do all this shit. Like, oh, so cool, so cool. Definitely not cloning that guy because he just drained all those tubes.
Yeah,
or not cloning or whatever. They putting him back together.
I know. Yeah, he was. I forgot he was in that tube.
Yeah, he was in that tube. Yeah, and he just drained all those tubes.
Yeah.
So, and he also, we haven't seen. I guess we'll see the next episode. Probably they'll be his new bodyguards. But the two girls that asked, the two busty girls that asked for powers from him.
Yes.
Yeah, that was funny.
They're definitely going to be like Frankenstein-like things.
Oh yeah. Oh,
yeah,
big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope we have not gotten action, and I'd like some action.
Yes.
I want some like Sheild Hero level fights.
Yeah. I hope so. I hope this happens with the waves because I do want some Sheild Hero level fights, and we haven't gotten any.
No,
we've gotten some dumb ones.
Yeah, we haven't seen him do too much.
He's done shit.
Yeah,
he's
using that green
shield. I know.
That's all he ever uses.
I'm so. Once we talked about this last episode too. They're kind of ruining his shield right now. He doesn't do anything with it. How many times do you have to like summon the airstrike shield or whatever, or the meteor shield? Like, give me something new. And I granted, they did show us that one illusion one that was awesome.
That was cool.
You know, focus on it a little more. Show me some of the other ones you've teased already.
Yeah.
You know,
show me the Rage Shield.
Yeah, show me the Rage Shield. Show me the Rage Shield. I
want to see summon stuff.
Yes, please do it. Come on, do it. So yeah,
I don't know if it's gonna end next week, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hopefully we get some action.
Yeah, that'd be fucking cool.